Welcome. I will be making a successful TEG this round. It's actually a low pop round, and everyone's planning on playing DDD anyway, so DND anyway, so I'll probably have a lot of work to do. So, hold on. Okay, so when I get to, as you can see, the APCs are already discharging, which is what I was going to get at. This round just started. I have to charge this entire station. I'm going to do that with only the TEG, and I'll show you how to do it. So, the first thing I'm going to be going for is... well, I have to get this thing open first, so we'll do that. And I have a feeling... Let me check the crew manifest first. Yep, I'm the only engineering personnel, so I definitely have a lot of weight to pull. I shouldn't be needing the RCD. Not quite yet. Oh yeah, that's right, they got buffed already, so I can definitely keep these. And I can put these in my box now. Thank you, me. That's the first part. I already have... I'm gonna need some gloves, which I can get. Holy shit, that bird's annoying. So yeah, I'm gonna need some gloves because I will be playing with power. Do I have a multi-tool? I don't. So we're gonna need that too. I'll grab a multi-tool and a flash because I'm ahead of people. So I need to stay safe. And lock. First things first. Pipe arrangements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna go ahead and do the dual branch thingy because it helps with the pressure. Because the heat buildup can clog up the TEG output, and that can really fuck it up. Since volume pumps are actually bottlenecks and not exactly super duper high speed gas movers as we'd like them to be. So do double them up if you can. Pointing in the same direction as the heat one. We want to aid circulation, not cripple it. Yep. Done. We'll leave that there for the sake of review. Crank them all on. There's no real reason for them to ever be off. And I forgot to open that, didn't I? Yep, I did. I'll go ahead and do that right now. That would be secure storage. Bada bing. I really should get that fire started, so I'll do that right now. So, for the longest burn, you'll need equal parts oxygen and plasma. So we'll be using 2 tanks for more moles. Since we're using room temperature plasma for this, it's not gonna get a really hot burn, but that should be enough to keep the station on its feet for the time we actually get to cool our fuel. So, in preparation of our handy dandy automation script, you need to set the fuel meter using your multi-tool on it to frequency 144.9. Give it the name fuel because it is a fuel meter. Don't worry about it not updating. It doesn't have an update check after that. I can fix that, but I'm a bit lazy. 1449. And we'll name this one, oh boy, hot loop. Well, yep, water tank. Okay, well, that was probably the heads of personnel's office, so I'm definitely going to stop doing what I'm doing and go over there. Let me see. Name it code loop. Please stay consistent to lowercase letters, and everything will be fine. Unfortunately, I really have to go and do this, so I'll definitely cut out all of that shit from the video. Unless, of course, something stupid happens that's worthy of merit. I should probably bring some tools. Do I have? I have rods, bam, and bam. And I'm definitely going to need to grab my soft suit. It's definitely bit into my damn schedule. First of all, guess not. That, and that aren't going to be needing these shoes anymore. Turn this on. I have that already up. Damn, I really should have gotten that burn started. Alright, I'm just going to use my RCD and get it over with quick fast. I'm probably going to have some wire repair to do, so let me grab some cable coil. Unless I already had some like an idiot. I did. Oh well, I'm not used to having this shit. In the box. Alright, see your damage. It's only a welder fuel bomb, right? Yep, just one tile to space. Let me see. Oh, actually, it's very, very simple. I need to keep that shit welded. Yep, bada bing. Now I've got to do some freaking tile damage. I should probably just turn them. I don't even have it. Fuck. Remove, remove, remove. I don't even know where these wires are supposed to be. One, two, and scrubber's pipe is damaged, and an air feed pipe is damaged. In fact, I believe the whole scrubber is... No, that's not actually. Okay. Okay. What in the fuck is happening? I should probably be... getting on those laws. I hate my job. Really hate my job. The fuck? Oh, that's right. Alright. Where is that reset board? What's up? Chief Medical Officer, failed the English entry exam. Okay, well, back to this motherfucker. As of right now, my largest concern is the power net. I really shouldn't be doing this shit so early. And... what? Alright, okay, well. And the scrubber's pipe goes down that way. I can do this quickly. Let me see. All right, that took a lot longer than expected. I'm just gonna leave those freaking disposal pipes. It's only a minor damage. Okay, that was a bit annoying. Back to the office. That definitely cost us some time. All right, status on everything. I stopped with, let's see. I still had to reinforce my glass. Mental note made. Okay, that's done. Is bypass set? Bypass is not set. Okay. 1449. It actually double checks for some stupid reason. Remember lowercase letters. And I think I have time to make this damn modification as much as I want to, but I think I'm going to sit out of doing that because we've been out of... I'm squeezing in. Being too hesitant though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I believe you have to remove this and this. Okay, so what I'm doing here is making an appropriate hot loop reroute, because the way our future script is gonna work is when the hot loop gets too pressurized, it will dump all of its gonna dump all of its contents into the code loop. But however, it can't exactly do that unless we have a volume pump, and that's what we be putting in. Drop this here, and I believe I won't be needing that pipe. I had to remove everything here a little bit backwards, I think. Let me see. Yeah, I have to move it back one space. I do need that. All right, so that will be actually I have to do it in opposite direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Okay, that works too. Dropping 1 backwards. This part is not exactly necessary, so you shouldn't have to worry about it too much. You can easily skip over this part. Yep, that's everything. Yep. Wrong button. Right button. Okay. So, these volume pumps are pointing towards waste. Pretty much, that's where you dump out whatever the fuck is in the TEG lines. In this part, we want 2 bent pipes. 1, 2. Got it. And a volume pump goes here. This will be our heat to code feed, where we will dump our hotline into the code line. I'll explain that in detail when we start scripting. It'll make more sense that way. Bam and bam. All right. Is that everything? That is everything. I believe I have to reestablish some scripts real quick. Give me a second. Handy dandy multi-tool. This has to be reassigned because I took it apart like an idiot. So this is actually the code loop. Very necessary. This is heat release. I don't need a script for that. And a code release. This will be in a script. So it's 1449, right? Yeah, it's 1449. And this is code release. That's everything. Keep this on at all times, as it will streamline things, and the script can't exactly interface with volume pumps. Keep that on at all times. All right, so we're ready for a burn. Not exactly. We need to make that script. All right, so here in the atmospherics automation console, clear everything. I'll go ahead and import my script because I really don't feel like doing that again. With my huge autistic notepad of miscellaneous automation scripts, we'll be using this one. And the paste, bada bing, close. Now let's walk through this. Here is a startup. We'll be in the startup phase. We'll be turning off. We'll be setting the scrubbers to scrub CO2 and leaving them off. And I'll explain why they're off later. We'll be setting the injector, which is what feeds the fuel into the burn chamber, to about 50 liters a second. I think that's liters. I don't know. But yeah, that's actually not very fast. That's good. We need to conserve fuel. Then we're going to do a heat check. This is the heat check. This is the heat check. We're going to check pressure from the hot loop, which I'll point out right now. Pressure from the hot loop right here. If that exceeds 8,000, then this knob right here will turn on and it will feed some of the hot gas into the code line, which will freeze said hot gas into the code line. We won't have to worry about it because you see this little array right here? That shit cools up everything. Well, everything that's in it. And that's necessary for a thermal exchange generator. So, that said, onto the code. Fucking thing scared the shit out of me. Anyway, onto the code check. Once the pressure in the code line increases past 8,000, this turns on. And this little knob right here is feeding straight into waste. And it is important that whatever's in waste does not get into whatever's in the code line, which is probably going to be linked to the hot line, which is why we're using volume pumps, as it controls direction to an extent. Now, that said, we can start our burn. And now conserve fuel check and blah, 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 blah. Whenever our fuel line right here, our fuel meter, when that shit drops below 5,000, it will turn it down to 10 liters a second, which is extremely slow, but that is fine because we really need to conserve our fuel. I'm starting it now, and you will see everything start. See how the scrubber's turned off and our fuel being injected and the igniter. Yay, fire, woo! Okay, done. All right, so this thing is not gonna get very hot. However, it will buy you quite a bit of time. Set this to 3,000. Again, too much pressure in the hot line will clog your TEG, and that will result in a very dead TEG. You can crank this up to whatever the fuck, because that thing is gonna get super compressed, and it doesn't matter how much fucking gas you put in there. They're probably asking me about me because the power is not up yet. 1. And 2. And power will be really insubstantial, so this is not the part where you get an erection. Oh, someone probably wants the blueprints, which is definitely going to be D&D related. Doop, 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 doop. I like to say it. I have a cookie. Okay, that's fine. Alright, flash and that thing. I still haven't reinforced my glass. That doesn't matter right now. What we are going to do is set up atmospherics, which is something I forgot to do. Eat this fucking cookie. And blood? Okay. I've already walked through setting up atmospherics. I'll do a quick one. Set these things off because we're removing them because they're obsolete. Remove. Making a node here just in case. Where my interface? There it is. Remove, remove, manifold, place, digital valve ready, place, and wrench, wrench, wrench. The reason why we're using digital valves is because it allows an easier flow of gas, which is very important when you're feeding the entire freaking station. So, volume pumps will allow for faster repressurization. No, not volume pumps, Jesus Christ. Digital valves. Volume pumps actually clog up your distro pipe. So, be sure to laugh at your atmospheric technician using a volume pump for distro feed. Well, to further elaborate on that, when you put a volume pump on the distro feed, it's a slower pressurization, but ultimately you'll have a higher pressure. So if you give it a long time to recharge, then yeah, it'll be beneficial. But I happen to prefer working in emergencies, so the digital valves are my kind of thing. Again, there's no real right way of setting up atmospherics, and that's kind of why I enjoy it. Now, this part is where we're making our gas cooler. I've also made this in similar videos, so this is also not going to be new to you. And I'll definitely add a skip link to the actual good part where it involves a TEG. Digital valve for ease of flow. And let's remove this window right quick. Be sure to keep the grip, metal rods, because actually I don't even have space for that. I should definitely go ahead and consolidate. I do this every shift because single reinforced window panes can definitely save a lot of people when it comes to like emergency repressurization, and I do that very frequently. I forgot to wire it to grid. Okay, this is stupid. I feel stupid. I have to do that right away. Actually, never mind. Doesn't seem that important anymore. So yeah, before you're doing this stage, you should probably wire it to grid. I'm definitely gonna make a note of that too. Heat exchange junction. Remember, you use junctions to convert regular pipelines into heat exchange pipelines. And as of recent changes, the junction now exchanges heat too. Keep that in mind. So definitely close this window or you'll have a frozen atmospheric sensor, and no one wants that. You actually don't even have to screwdriver it in, but it would be nice if you did so. Bare minimum. Well, oh, she's here. Wow. I'll get to that. I won't be needing these. Jesus Christ, I can't type for shit. Yeah, blueprints aren't really much our priority to me personally, but as a chief of engineer, it really should be of a higher priority. We don't care about that right now, though. So, we're going spacebound. Internals on. I'm really wondering how we still have power. I really fucked this ship up, this freaking shift up. No sound in space, so it's gonna get real fucking quiet. Here's the long and tedious part. 1, 2, 3, and after that you'll be putting a junction for regular pipes because we're going to be using a lot. We're pretty much gonna be making a thermal plate array. I happen to prefer thermal plates. They're much simpler. More explosions. Wonderful. 1 and 2. I probably could have placed these things better. Whatever. You can really make the array as large as you want, but just keep in mind that you're trying to supply power and not make a super refrigerator. Oh boy, I'm sure glad I'm not into this freaking political nonsense on the station. Alright. Wrenchity, wrenchity, wrench. Oh, yes, right. This is so tedious. I used to do this every shift to make my flamethrowers. And now they're broken. Alright, we're almost done here. What? Lag. Alright, done. this is the last part, and we can start cooling our gas. Actually, nope, never mind. We have to make some minor adjustments to the gas cooling lines and the mix line. For safety, of course. All right, for this last bit, we had to make a link from the oxygen feed to the mix line. Then we're gonna make an appropriate mix line interface, which will also interface with the waistline for ease of everything else. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Wonderful. And the volume pump. Oh yeah, by the way, you do not use a digital valve for this part. Holy shit, I made that mistake and it ended the round. You will have plasma in everything you don't want plasma in. Well, unless you're a dick, then you can, by all means, you can actually reverse the volume pump for maximum dickery. Just please be anti when you do that, or you'll just be a bitch. Alright, so, although it really doesn't matter, I personally prefer turning on the oxygen valve first because I do like having a little more oxygen to burn. It's going to be very, very, very infinitesimal. Like, I don't even know why I'm even mentioning it, but I'm doing it anyway. Oxygen goes on, and the mix line starts filling, and the plasma goes on, and they both start filling, and bam. Now they start cooling. I'll show you. See? It's getting cold. Getting cold. Getting cold. Now, for this part, we need to make... Again, this is also not necessary. Fuck. Definitely fucked that up. Oh well. I am gonna need another volume pump anyway, so... What the fuck is happening with the AI? Oh well. Okay, so we're gonna put up a 4-way manifold. Wrong one. Jesus Christ. Oh, you can go ahead and put some more down here. Because interfacing. Digital valve, because we want to be able to control whether we want to put that shit in the garbage or link it all together. Filters, it is important the direction. 1, 2. We'll be using 2 filters for the sake of simplicity. You can actually put 5 filters for all the gases, but that's just tedious. Also, filters are limited to 4,500 kilopascal output, which is kind of garbage, so I wouldn't really rely on them too hard. This is meant solely to separate the oxygen from the plasma in case you want just super cooled plasma for the radiation collectors that for the singularity that would be on right now. Let's see if I can do this right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. 4, 5. Got it. All right. And this last bit. Did it too early. That's fine. I have no sense of awareness right now. I have no idea what's happening on the station. If I had more time, I'd probably automate this process too with the atmospheric automations computer. And meters for ease of monitoring. 1, 2, and 3. All right. So while our fuel is cooling, we'll come back when this is around 2100 kilopascals. Now that I'm not in space, I no longer need this helmet or this freaking mask. We can go ahead and check on the TEG now. I'm really wondering where the fuck our power is coming from, but I noticed we have a Momi, so we probably set up something up. Let me see how much power we have. Decent, actually. In fact, where the fuck is power coming from? Not charging. Also not charging. I guess solars are on. Has to be solars. Oh well. I'll go ahead and wire the grid like I was supposed to. I personally like wiring to grid because I sometimes like dabbling with shield generators. And the best shield generators come from a really powerful grid. So the concept of wiring to grid is as simple as making a bridge from the input of the SMESs to the output of the SMESs from the same source. So everything that gets fed into the SMESs goes straight into the station, which means assistants will get fucked up. What? Assistants will get fucked up if they get shocked. We usually name assistants because they're the ones usually getting themselves shocked. There can also be a malfunctional AI and wanting everything dead. That's a different story. Go ahead and check how much power we have. You can use multi-tool on live wires to check how much power is going through them. And our TEG is not doing so well as expected. Let's see. We're producing about not a lot of power at all. Don't know what you expected. This is not the part where you make power anyway. Crank that shit to max. And bada bing. Now we have a little bit more power. Well, looks like shit's getting real. One of our heads of staff just went down. This is kind of frustrating. Power doubled. Intelli being killed. I don't even know where this guy is. Teleporter room. Okay, there it is. This is a bad idea, Angel. You shouldn't be doing this. This has to be stealth bolted. Security teleport. All right, done. Do we even have security? It's probably... I don't know what the fuck you expected. Should have freaking powered down to... I should stay neutral. Oh, wonderful. Ah, motherfucker beheaded. This guy is worse than Hitler. Okay. Yahir Keplinger's head and Morris's head. This is actually 2 fucking heads of staff, which is very worrying. I need... TEG is going to have to wait. More important matters. We're going to see if we can recover these damn heads of staff. Yep. Yep. I have a very, very, very slight fear that I may have picked the absolute worst round of all time to be chief engineer. Ah. And the king is stuttering. Okay, well, if I happen to die before I get to the bottom of a good TEG engine, I'll go ahead and make another video. But as it stands right now, oh wait. Okay, I see what he's trying to do. He needs the freaking head right now. Ah! Runtime is dead. What a tragedy. Nigga, what the fuck is that? We're gonna pad up the CMO. Ah. Yep, we have a murder bone going up. This is not going to go very well. I really should not be here. Fuck, too slow. Ah, fuck you, bro. I want this door to close. I really want this door to close. There we go. I really shouldn't be doing this. On the bright side, by the time we get back to atmospherics, we'll have a fuckload of fuel for the TEG. On the bright side, this guy's on his way to cloning. Now go ahead and get the other pieces of the research director. No! They killed Polly. Ripping penis. Hate that fucking bird anyway. I really shouldn't be here. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. Fuck this. Alright, let's see the damages. I'm a freaking chief engineer, not a freaking medbay worker. Fuck. I don't have access, that's right. Medbay maintenance. That is very close to where I am. Let me go ahead and talk to fucking CENTCOM real quick, because it is getting out of hand. Alright, first of all, do we have any security personnel alive? Can't spell for shit. That's how I spell it? Nope. It's two N's. Hoping for ERT. Yep, Borgs are gone. This is very, 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 very crippling. I don't like how that looks. Alright, red alert. Wait, I need heads of staff for that. Fuck, that shit scared me. Need a head of staff. Okay. I only have a fucking flash. This is so frustrating. I can't be the only one alive. There it is. There it is. I'm 2,000% scared right now. Guy scared the shit out of me. Yeah, he's perfectly healthy. Brain damage. There it is. He's safe. We have 1 minute 38 seconds to no recall. Alright. Time for fixing. This is just so fucking wrong. This is 1000% wrong. I really don't like using weapons, especially E-guns in this game, but shit's getting real. I'll usually only use it when it's freaking a captain, when I'm a captain. There it is, no recall. I'm so glad it doesn't hurt. Okay. This is terrible. Oh, everything's still in one piece. And Polly's alive. Okay, well, I'm gonna go head back to the atmospherics. Ah, shit, that's what exploded. Jeez. Okay. And someone also broke into atmospherics. I'm pretty sure I have a million freaking units of fuel now. Oh, hey. Yep, we have a fuckload of fuel. I'll be taking some for the TEG, and I'll show you what I mean. If that's an absolute last minute thing. I should probably put it here. And now the waiting game. I'm just gonna get this tank full and we can just head on our way. And I believe it's almost full. Almost. It's full. There it is. Now you bring this shit all the way back to the TEG room, which should be just about 100% dead. Like, there's no way that thing is still on. I'm keeping my helmet on out of sheer paranoia. Nice. Okay, did the Dick Bean sabotage this at all? Nope. Nope, everything's good. Burn chamber is still functioning. Everything else is utter crap. As expected. We're producing nearly nothing. And we're going to fix that. So, the first thing would be to vent all this shit, because that's only going to get in the way. And I'm really surprised we even still have gas here. That doesn't matter. Remove. And just remembered we shouldn't be attaching yet. We need that to stop. And I need to turn this off and wait. Pressure's extremely low in there, which is also a good thing. I'm gonna start at around 17. At 18 is good enough. And close, and we'll be starting from scratch. This time with code plasma. And bing. And now we have a fuckload more fuel. Apparently not. But it's super cooled fuel, so we'll be fine. Now we can just literally start it up again. Bam. And it burns. And you'll notice it'll be a much... Well, probably not, because my freaking... I don't have enough fuel in it. That's definitely going to be an issue. I'm injecting at like negative a million miles an hour. I'll have to get more fuel. But it is definitely burning than what we just finished burning. It's on fuel conserve mode. Let me see how much fuel we have in here. Not a lot. If you want to, we can just easily crank that shit up by changing, or we can just turn this shit off and crank it up manually. Wow, 5,000, whatever. Now we'll pretty much be dumping all of our fuel in it, and we'll get a hotter burn. This is not advised for a sustainable burn. Unfortunately, I did get hitched up in this video, so I didn't get to show you how to properly do it. There is no way I'm going to do this before the round ends. Let me see. This thing filled up quick. Holy shit. Maybe I can. More explosions. Woo! That actually sounded close, though. So, of course, I'll be a little worried. Slightly healthier. Still needs a lot more fuel. I'm pretty sure it's out by now. And expected, it's pretty much out. Temperature's actually at 7,000, which is good. Unfortunately, since we're injecting it in cold fuel into a hot chamber, and the way this fucking code works is all stupid and shit. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the script again. And there it is. We're getting back to normal again. Normal is actually going to be at around 8,000 Kelvin heat in here, and this thing is going to be at around, oh, look at that. It's fucking super hot. And this thing is trying its absolute best to remove some of its excess pressure. As you can see, it's exceeding 9,000, and yeah, it's exceeding 9,000, which is a problem, which is why this thing is on based on our script. This thing is still fucking hot. Oh, there it is. No more pressure. We can turn it off now. And see, that's how you do it. We do that without getting our fucked up CO2, which we would get from the burn chamber if we had the scrubbers on, into our heat line, which will fucking kill it. And we're at like 6,000 degrees K. Well, that's not how you say it. And you can see our TEG is super freaking healthy. Well, not as healthy as it could be. Probably ignore sparking. Temperature's dropping already. I mean, water's just dropping already. There's so many things. There's so many things that I couldn't get done because of this round. That's gonna definitely eschew how a good TEG works. But this is the general idea of it. This is the gist. So you can turn it off now. This is the gist of it. It was kind of annoying though. Oh, that's it. I'm definitely gonna retry making this video because holy shit, did this whole round get in the way of this. On the bright side, Watch is climbing. Should check one more thing before the round ends. Please no banging dunk. We have this much fuel. It is 8,000 degrees in there, like as I suspected. So probably our power issues was coming from the lack of. So yeah, in closing, In closing, you pretty much want to use cold fuel for the TEG. Use cold fuel and inject your cold fuel at a very slow pace, and you should have a sustainable burn. Try your best not to remove the CO2 in there unless you have a consistent fuel supply. That's how you get infinite temperature, and that's how you get the TEG to go super ultra max. Take care. I'm definitely making a new video, but take care.